Let's go live. We are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Cookin It With Ayydé. I am super excited. I'm always super excited. Today's going to be a little bit of a different episode, and I haven't revealed this to my guest yet, but she's going to find out. And I have the beautiful Alaina Castillo here with me today. We are celebrating the release of Parallel Universe Part 1. Alaina, come in here. She's so cute.
I was like waiting off to the side. Hi.
She's like, wait, when do I come in? She's here. She's been here. She was in my living room. My living room and my kitchen are connected.
They're beautiful.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You gave me a task because I've never made wheat brownies before.
Same.
Okay, but I have had them, and it was by accident, honestly.
Oh no.
This is a really bad quick story I'm going to tell you guys. I was already drinking and I was at a party and I was just really hungry. You know, like I was hungry. I had the munchies. I hadn't smoked. I just had the munchies.
Yeah.
So I saw this big pan of brownies.
Oh, no.
This was in my house. I don't know what went into me. I just helped myself.
Them.
I took like half of that pan, and then about like an hour later, I don't know, I was in the parallel universe.
Yeah.
Like that was part, I don't know what. It was.
It's so bad whenever you take it without knowing, because then after you're just like, what's happening right now?
That was my introduction to weed brownies.
Oh,
So
that's great.
I don't know how this one's gonna go because now we are making this from scratch, like
Yeah.
scratch. Okay, so I already have one going in the oven just because we don't want to wait 30 minutes for it to be done. But the big reveal is that I'm actually on a 10-day green smoothie detox.
Okay.
So you're gonna be the only one trying them.
Why are you gonna do me like that? I'm scared.
No,
now.
you're fine. Don't be scared, you guys. She's
Oh.
scared. Listen, I think you're gonna be just fine. Let me get this can of butter really quick. I had to bust a
You
mission
gotta do me like
to get
that.
the can of butter.
Okay.
At first, I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna just make the can of butter, and then I got lazy, so I just had to order it somewhere.
Smart.
So I've already greased up our little 8x8 pan right here, and we have all of our other ingredients. So let's see, we have, this is about 4 ounces, so half a cup of butter. That's what the recipe calls for.
Okay.
We're gonna be melting this one down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you do that, and I'm gonna show everybody else the rest of the recipe really quick. So ingredients. So we have a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder. We have those huevos, 2 eggs. You gonna hold the eggs?
Alright.
2 eggs right here. It called for only a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I thought that was a little, so I gave it a whole tablespoon of vanilla extract. And this is a cup of white sugar, and this is a 1/3 cup of just chocolate, some chocolate powder to bake with. And this is half a cup of all-purpose flour. And then I got you sprinkles, and I don't know if you want to do frosting on it. That's on you.
Okay.
But we're going to get started with melting down the can of butter.
I have never
Um,
done this before.
No, well, today's going to be your first time. Where did I leave this?
This is a lot though, right? Are we using all of this or
You're
just a
using
little?
all of it.
Oh wow. And it's
It
all of
looks
it?
like a lot, but that is half a cup of
Okay.
can of butter. That's what it called for. So, and it was a mission to get these
I
because
bet.
first of all, I was like, who sells
I
these?
know, yeah.
Who has them? You would think of that they would be a little bit more available than they were. They were not. So I'll let you do this. So the easiest way is to like break through it and kind of cut around and just get it in there, like
Okay.
scoop around to get it in there. I'll let you do the honors.
Thank you. All right.
We're gonna melt it down first. Oh, you got it.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you.
Look at that.
Show it off.
That's nice. Okay.
Boom.
That's pretty good.
Look at that.
Right?
Nothing left.
I know.
Nothing
Maybe a little
left.
bit, but that's okay. All right.
It's gone. It's gone.
Scooped it clean.
So that was the first step, and now we just gotta wait and let this baby melt down. So, like I told you guys, I already got started and I made one, and in 30 minutes it should be done because we didn't want to wait for the other thing. So for this one to be done. So now we're just gonna wait till this melts down all the way. You could see some of the flour in there. At first I thought it was bugs. I was like, what is going on? Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? But it's just little flour in there.
Are we gonna be able to smell anything?
Oh,
from
you're
that,
you're gonna
or-
smell it. You
Okay.
can smell it when it melts down.
Okay.
It smells pretty nice. It's
Yeah.
obviously not the same as like if somebody was smoking near you or if
Yeah.
you were smoking.
Yeah.
It's not the same scent. You'll smell it right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just gonna be mixing this up. You wanna
Mix it.
You wanna?
Yes, please. Oh,
Let's see what your
look at
mixing hand is
that.
like.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh,
It's
oh,
like
that's really
that.
pretty.
It's like a little dainty, or we can flip it around.
Wow,
That's cute.
very cute.
Aww. It's almost done. Getting to the end.
It's a lot of butter.
I know, yeah.
I'm gonna check on this brownie.
Okay, cool.
Okay, they're rising. Nice. It's looking good.
Yeah.
It's magic. I really, really, really love it.
Whenever we walked in, I could just like smell it.
Oh,
And I
you
was
could
like,
already
"All
smell
right,
it?
We got it. We're cooking that.
We're at the
I'll
right
let
place
you
here. Okay,
Take over.
good.
Do your thing.
I'm gonna let this keep just baking in here, melting down. This over here. You know, when you cook, I learned this from my mama. You don't want to have the handles out, especially if you got kids in the house. Mainly if you got kids, because either they can grab it, or even if like you're not paying attention, you knock this. Imagine if you knock this with a hot ass oil. That's not. I don't want to be kind of butter burned. Be kind of butter burned. Somebody's gonna try to take a bite out of it. Okay. So that is melting down. We're gonna let it bubble for a little bit. Now the original recipe I'm learning here. The original recipe said to just take this off of the heat and then add the eggs to it, but then you end up with pretty much scrambled eggs. And so we're gonna have to make sure that we get to the beating pretty fast so that doesn't happen to us.
How are we gonna do that? Who's gonna break it and we beat it?
Okay, I think you should break the eggs in there and
do that. And
I'll
you'll just
beat
it.
I'll beat it.
All right.
I'm gonna
Cool.
beat it with this machine
Don't
here,
beat the egg.
with this contraption here. I have an extension cord, so I'm a little bit limited to how far I can go. It's a little short one. I don't know. I waited till it bubbled on me the last time, but I feel like that was too hot.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is melted all the way. I think we're good.
I'm scared.
So don't be scared. We got this. We're professionals. So there you guys see. Ooh, el huevito. Okay, the oil. I don't want to tip it too much because I'm just gonna drop on my keyboard and that's gonna be a disaster. Okay, wait. No.
Okay.
Wait. Let me get.
I'm like
there.
anxious to
You're
start.
like,
like
now.
relax.
Do I go now? What about now? Okay, let me switch this over so I'm not burning myself. Because I will. Okay, so. Oh wait, we could do sugar.
Sugar first.
Yeah. So here is 1 cup of sugar. Boom. Okay, hold on. Let me mix this. You know what I'm gonna do first? Maybe this will also cool down the butter. Ooh, let me make sure this isn't all the way up. This is just a splash all over me. Okay. Okay, now you can put the
I want to get any eggshells in there.
Make it crunchy. 1 eggshell or 2 never hurt nobody.
My
That's
eyes are,
the
like,
worst.
watering.
Okay.
Okay.
All
2
right.
eggs.
Now 2 eggs in. We did it. Now I just gotta beat this. I think that also I changed the tray and that also helped because this kind of helps it cool down and I didn't wait as much. So ta-da, magic already. So this is all we're doing. We just put in the cup of sugar. We put the 2 eggs along with the can of butter that's been melted all the way. And very magical. I love it. Okay, now you can put in the rest of the ingredients.
Okay.
So you can toss the salt. That's a teaspoon of salt. That's a teaspoon of baking powder in there. And vanilla extract. It said to put a little bit. I put a whole tablespoon.
I love vanilla.
Yeah, me too.
So
I would have
feel
put
that.
even more. That's the chocolate, the chocolate in there because we're gonna be making some chocolate brownies. And then that is a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. Boom. Okay, so I'm gonna get this started and then I'll let you give it a whip too. Look at the powder. You gotta be careful when you do this one. I did it over there and I'm splashing everything. Yeah, go for it. Just get that all mixed in there.
I'm scared. What if it starts going everywhere
No.
now that I'm doing
If it does, it's okay. It'll be your fault. You can clean after. That's looking beautiful.
It looks so like aesthetically pleasing.
No, it really is. Like I could just stare at it.
Okay.
Making sure all the clumps are out of there, making it nice and smooth. Very smooth, very smooth.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah. We got all the clumps out of there. Put this out. I'll show you guys. Voila. Okay, this is the. You want to do the fun part?
Wait, what's the fun part? Is it?
You want to have the leftovers of this?
Yes. Okay, that's what I was wondering. In
Is
my
it-
house, we eat
You
the
know,
leftovers.
yeah.
but
You know, I can't do it because I'm on this detox. So you are.
Oh, shoot.
You're gonna tell us if it's okay. Does it need something else?
Okay.
Go for it. Get your little.
Oh my gosh.
Let me get this one in. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Does it need anything?
I don't think so. Oh, it's
Sure.
dripping now.
Oh no, you just toss it over here.
No, it's good.
Okay, cool. Well, Alaina approved it, so now we're gonna put it in our tray right here. And this has already been buttered up, and I'll let you do the honors. I didn't even show you guys this can of butter. I don't even know. Elena's the one that's gonna have to experiment with this. So this has the total packaging says it has 1,000 milligrams of THC, which comes about 1 milligram of CBD per serving and 10 grams of THC per serving. So
Yeah, I can taste the.
you can taste it
I
already.
can taste it. Yeah.
Wait, let's see. That's what I'm using.
Do you have a spoon to?
Yes. Go for it. Boom.
Beautiful. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's looking lovely. I'm so jealous. Out of all the my timing with this detox is absolutely horrible. I just came back from a vacation and I was eating like a pig. I was double eating and all of this just
Beautiful.
stuff. So I was like,
Wait, what day are you on for the?
this is day 6.
Okay, so you're.
I
close.
actually don't look at this waist.
Look at her.
Look at her. She thriving in the 10-day detox.
Cute.
She cute, but don't do too many movements because then the rolls. Like, she's not cute. She's still here. No, I've never done a detox before. So, yeah, this has been very, very hard because I want to just grab my hands and get all up in there, but I
I'm
won't.
missing
Okay.
it, but that's okay.
Done. We're done with that. Put this in here. Oh, it's not really hiding, but it's okay. And now this, I'm going to put in the oven.
Into the oven.
It's in the oven. The other one, I put Alexa. I put a timer on Alexa. Hopefully, she heard me.
Okay, cool.
But while we are waiting for these delicious brownies, let's get to it. Alaina, congratulations on Parallel Universe
Thank you.
Part 1.
Thank you.
Can I tell you my favorite?
Yes.
Pocket Locket.
Okay.
Do you have
Yes.
one in there?
Yeah.
So cute.
Pocket Locket. That's my favorite song too.
I love it so much. You know why? The first part of it that really just grabbed my attention was the title, Pocket Locket, because I used to wear one when I was a little girl. I know it's in here somewhere. It's like it's a little gold one. It's a heart too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't open it anymore, but I used to have a picture of my mom and my grandma in there. It was super, super cute. I loved it. And then when I, had a crush, I went ahead and replaced those pictures, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh.
The Pocket Locket doesn't have anything in it right now as it is, but tell me about this song. Well, how do you even decide like, okay, I'm only going to get only 7 tracks are going to make it on the project. And how do you then go about deciding like Pocket Locket is the first, this is how I'm going to kick it off?
Yeah.
What was the thought behind that?
Well, it was like a really strong song for me and for, I guess, my whole like growing into myself. I felt the most connected to it, and anytime it comes on, like everybody around me is just like, oh, she's changing, she's somebody different now. So that's how I was like, oh, I'm not different, that's just me whenever I'm like excited or happy. So that's how I knew that it was gonna lead the rest of the way for the album. And then I actually didn't know how many tracks I was gonna do or how many I wanted to like have on it, but for the different parts, I knew I wanted it to be an even number. So hint to part 2.
Oh,
there's an even number of tracks on this album because I don't do odds. So
oh, there you go. Do you know when that's coming? They just got to be waiting.
you just have to wait for it. It's coming very soon. I will tell you that. I'm like horrible at teasers or like anything like that. I just tell them everything.
It's
so
like, listen, I'm just gonna tell you it all. You can there aren't any surprises.
I need to be quiet. But yes, it's coming soon. So
I want to get to know a little bit more about you and how this even all unfolded for you, right?
yeah.
Do you remember like the earliest times of your childhood maybe, or where it happened where you're like, I want to pursue being a musician, like I'm gonna go for it? Because
Yeah.
weren't you going to college at one point?
Yeah, I mean, I knew when I was a little kid, like that's always just what I used to say to my friends and like their parents. I was like, I want to be a singer. And you get the same response from everybody. So I didn't really think about it like that until I was in high school and I had a lot of time to kind of do what I wanted to do. So I started doing YouTube videos and all these things. And then it kind of led the way to the growth on YouTube. And I was like, oh, shoot, like,
People love me. They really love me.
I can do it now. So that's
I made it.
Yeah, that's how it started going
That's
from
really
there.
awesome.
And then college was difficult because like my parents are my dad at least is very strict. So whenever we had the conversation about, are you going back to college? I was like sitting in the back of the car, like silent, looking out the window, just like, please move on to the next question.
Someone, please help me.
Yeah, so that's basically how it came to be that I dropped out.
That's Alexa. Alexa,
she
stop.
beeped.
Stop.
It's
She's
time.
beeping.
Oh wait, guys, you also, I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but she tried to make it parallel universe vibes with the lights in the back.
I tried. I did my best. I tried. Wow. We're gonna let this sit.
Beautiful.
They're probably like, that hasn't been 30 minutes. Alexa, settle in for 30 minutes. Well, this is the first one that I had already baked, so it could be ready for her when she got here. But we'll let that sit for a little bit so we don't, well, you don't burn your mouth if you want to try it.
Yes.
Something that I really, really love is that you pursued going after your dream, even though it was, I can only imagine like how scary that conversation was with your dad, that's strict, and telling him, you know, like, oh, I might not be going back to college, you know, like this isn't really what I want. I really think that society has put a lot of pressure on this idea of like, in order to succeed, you have to go to college. And I'm not pushing anyone away from pursuing their higher education. I'm really not. But I also know that there's a lot of people that don't have to go that route. You know, that's not meant for everybody. Like there's different ways to succeed, and how do you even measure success, you know? And there's a lot of people that want to go to school that can't go to school, you know, and have to find other ways to make it. And that, you know, that gets really, really scary. What were you even studying in college at that point?
It was a lot different to what I'm doing now. I was actually like very interested in becoming a neurosurgeon. So I was like doing biology. I think I majored bio whenever I went into college, but then I like split my semester, or like at the second semester, I started doing linguistics because I was like, I'm going to be traveling later, so I need to know some languages. But they had me learning languages like way back when, like the origin of like indigenous languages, and I was like, how nobody even speaks these anymore, like how what is this going to do for me? But it was hard telling my parents because my dad, like, he came from a very hard like childhood where he had to prove to people that he was worth what he was doing, and he was like going through all this stuff. So whenever I was telling him that I wanted to drop out of college, I was like, please don't be upset, father.
Is your dad Mexican?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mexican papas do not play.
It was hard. Like I'm like sweating thinking about it right now. No,
I'm scared. I'm sorry.
No, but he just wanted to make sure that I was like gonna be able to support myself whenever I grew up, and I knew that I could. So it was just a matter of telling everybody else like, this is what I know is gonna happen. So
And also, I think that it's just different generations and situations as well, right? Like you said, he probably had a lot of struggles, and coming
Yeah.
up or growing up how he did, like this wasn't even a thing. And I think that
Yeah.
happens a lot for us Latinos. Like it in our households, like we don't grow up around this type of environment. So especially for our parents, they're like, that's so unreal. And even sometimes they're like, you got to get to do something that's going to get you paid right away. Like you got to get to work and
The
start
pressure
the pressure
is
of just
real.
making it happen. But you did. How is your dad feeling about it now?
So happy. Like
Pocket logging. He's all singing pocket logging.
Yeah. No, yeah, they're so cute. Whenever I like will call them, they'll just ask me questions immediately about like what's next, what's going on, and then like my mom will always try and describe the song. She's like, I like the one when the beat drops at this point, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, mom.
She's like pulling out the terms.
She's like, and the chorus. Yes, that's perfectly fine. That's so amazing.
It's cute.
What kind of music did you grow up listening to?
It was, well, because my parents were kind of like strict, and my mom made sure that I didn't watch anything that was gonna like ruin my mind, and now I just watch everything. But
you're like, I'm gonna make up for all that last time.
Yeah, but I listened to a lot of like classics, a lot of Christian music, a lot of like Elvis, the Beach Boys, things like that. So my childhood was kind of weird with music, and then whenever I went into, I think, middle school, my friend showed me Usher. And I was like, oh,
Usher Raymond.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I did like all my research on him, and then it changed from there. So
you're like, I'm not listening to this other music anymore.
No, R&B took over.
So did you grow up in a really religious household? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Did you ever sing in the choir?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah, a lot of like church choirs, but then there was one part where I like went and sang in this like contemporary, I think, church choir, and I was like the lead singer, and that was when I was like, the first time I took the mic, I was like, oh shit, this is
I like this.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I wasn't nervous either, which
Praise
is crazy.
the Lord.
Yeah. As I'm like singing in my best way possible,
making
like,
it really
so
beautiful.
Good.
Like,
yeah, no. It was really, really fun. So that's whenever I was first like, that's it. That's what I want to do.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the name of the project, Parallel Universe. It's also a track. What does that mean to you?
I think that this whole album, my whole thing as a kid, and something that I've realized is that whenever I wanted to kind of disappear from the situation I was in, I would always like just escape into my mind and become this person that I wanted to be, become somebody else. So Parallel Universe for me is finding that spot in a different realm whenever you're happy, whenever you don't have to think about all the problems that are going on like around you. And then it's just like escapism going into that world. So this whole album is that for me, because it's hopefully at one point after putting it into my head, I won't have to feel like I'm escaping. I'll just be that person all the time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay, Parallel Universe.
Self-growth.
Okay, self-growth. Evolution.
Hey.
That's so awesome. Oh, another of the songs that I really, really like is Make It Rain.
Yes.
You know why I like this song? Because like you just said, like, even though like some people always wish like, oh, I wish I could go to a different universe, you know, or go and escape out of this place or whatever it may be. I feel like Make It Rain is really relatable for everyone, because it's not saying like, oh, it's the same goal, but yes, it's at the same time. It's like saying, I'm going to get this money, I'm going to make it, and it's going to wash away my stress. It's going to take away the depression or whatever it is that I'm going through. Like, these are the dreams that I want, you know? What was going through your mind when you made this track?
I think that,
and it's fun too. I like it.
Yeah, it's really fun. At the end, we put like rain in it because I like to use a lot of different sounds that kind of put you into the mindset of the song. But the whole time we were writing it, I was just thinking of myself whenever I used to be doing YouTube videos and like sitting in my room and doing lives, talking to everybody,
singing people to sleep.
Yes,
her nice voice.
Yes, but then always like after those videos, there'd be some point where I'd be like, when is it gonna happen? And for me, I was never pessimistic about it, because I knew, like, I was like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go out and get it, and like whoever wants to say that I can't, they're not gonna be with me when it happens. So
Cheers, bye.
Yeah.
Don't try to hop on after.
no, thank you.
You're not allowed.
So that was basically what it was, and yeah, I love that track so much. Some people I know watching this have little issues with it, but no,
Really?
Make It Rain.
I
Make
love
It Rain is
it.
beautiful, yeah.
I love it. And of course, you also have Indica on there. You know, it gives me the Janae Aiko, there's Sativa, and now we have Indica. Somebody needs to do a hybrid.
Oh, shit,
Break it all down.
Yeah.
Why Indica? Because Indica, I feel like has a lot of a different vibe than the rest of the tracks.
Yeah, it's very chill. Like because that's what indica is. Whenever you're smoking, you're doing that. But I didn't want it to just be a track about weed, because at the time I was like, if my parents listen to this, then they're gonna be like, if I'm like talking about smoking it and everything. So I wanted to take it into kind of my mindset whenever I think about weed and think about all the things that I'm going through as I'm smoking, and that's like otherworldly things, like getting trippy with it, the visuals and stuff like that. So that's what I put into indica, and it's really chill compared to, like you said, all the other tracks. But I like that. You need the chill vibes.
You need the chill vibes. The whole project is just an entire vibe, and it makes me excited to see what more you're gonna be dropping. And it's super, just like I get like the anxiety, like what is gonna come up next? What if you could have like an ideal collaboration? Let's see, top three, either dead or alive.
Oh,
Who? That's where it makes it hard.
Changes it.
It makes it hard.
I don't know. On YouTube, I did a lot of Daniel Caesar covers. I feel like it'd be really cool to do something with him. Also, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I say this every time. I should really go and look it up.
This happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is.
But like Giveon or
you know what? I watched the clip. Shame on me, because I actually watched the clip of him explaining how you say his name, but I think you said it right. I think it's Giveon.
Okay, cool. Well, his voice is just
it's amazing.
Heaven.
Those are very similar voices. Daniel and Giveon, like their vibe.
Well. Yeah.
Vibe.
So I kind of have like the same little thing that I want to put into my music, but also I grew up on Rihanna.
Oh, Riri.
I know. She ain't even put out an album.
That girl's busy making lingerie, makeup, skincare, living her best life, everything else but dropping the music. I feel like the more we ask for it,
she's like,
y'all not gonna tell me when to drop my music, okay? Yeah, thirsty. No. Y'all thirsty for my music. We are, Riri.
I need more.
Have you ever gotten a chance to see Riri live?
Mm-mm.
No.
I bet it's life changing.
It's pretty good. I've seen her probably like 3 times.
Oh, sure.
My first time, she was with Eminem. It was amazing. It was really, really dope.
What collab? Did they do Monster or something?
They did Monster, yeah. It was pretty awesome. Well, they I believe they were on tour together, actually. I don't know if I'm making this up, but I think it was a tour of both of them. So she went on first and did her songs, and he came on, and then they came on together. Okay. So it was pretty amazing. Yeah. Speaking of tours, when do you kick yours off? Let's talk about it.
November. I'm going on tour. It's actually like a few more cities than my first tour that I did, and this is my second tour ever. So you guys gotta come out, because there's going to be part 1 and part 2
all together in the tour. So you'll have a lot of music, and you'll be vibing together. What place do you love the most and miss the most, performing wise?
Ooh, that's tricky. New York was really, really fun to perform in, just because like each city was fun because I saw people that I knew from like social media. So it was really nice to see them in person. But also Texas, and I don't have any Texas dates yet, but we're working on it and trying to get it. So I'm excited for.
I know Texas Live. Hurry up, okay? What is going on? You forgetting about us? What's happening? If you could go back into time and talk to the little Alaina Castillo when she was little, what advice would you give your younger self?
I think about this a lot at night when I'm in my feels.
Don't we all get in our feels?
Yeah. Probably to, I don't know, like take every moment as it comes, and also learn to be emotional with myself, because I feel I blocked a lot of things out when I was younger, and I didn't really live in the moment. I always tried, like I said, to escape. So I think for me, the thing that I would want to change is to just let everything happen and be emotional, to be like vulnerable with different things, because now like I got issues that I gotta fix because of that shit. So,
but hey, I feel like recognizing that is a important
The
thing,
first step,
right? It's the
yeah,
first step because a lot of
definitely.
people can live their day-to-day lives without even having knowledge of that,
Yeah.
and it just festers into something really, really ugly for
Mhm.
people. And I think that it's like almost like this moment when you can face your demons or whatever it is that's been holding you back, and also to be able to say like, let me be gentle with myself as well and give myself that space because
Yeah.
I deserve it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
exactly.
we go along just like thinking about other people or other things, and then we forget about ourselves. It's almost like when you're on the plane, you know how they tell you like, oh, put your mask on.
Yeah.
And I think about this because Big Boy, I used to work with Big Boy, and he would always say that, and it's like, it's true. Like, that's what they say. Like, they don't say put the mask on the person next to you. No, they
Yeah.
say put it on yourself
Yourself
first,
first.
because if you don't take care of yourself first, like, how can you then go about taking other people? Like,
Exactly.
it's really impossible. I do not want to forget to talk about this. 10 Commandments is also really, really, really great. I will listen to it over and over and over and over again. Do you want to talk about 10 Commandments? Do you know them all by heart? These are yours. Talk to us about these.
Yeah, so 10 Commandments was the last little note for the album, because I Make It Rain for me kind of ended it on a good note.
Mm.
And then whenever I was trying to think about just an interlude almost, I wanted it to have another message in it. And I was like, okay, so why don't we just literally write everything out to give kind of a little meditation, manifestation kind of mantra thing to help people if they're going through it. And I know like some of the things you kind of have to think about for a second, and that's what I like, because it's the final message. Like, don't let these things affect you. Don't overthink. Don't get in your head. Like, don't wear your ego as a mask, which is something that I like deal with a lot. So I think it was an important thing to put in there as like a final word.
Is it scary for you to open up and be vulnerable?
Definitely. I was like, shit, do I really want to do
Put this out there? No, I'm a bad bitch. I'm not a little bitch. I'm a bad bitch. That's what I am, and that's what you need to be.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, because I was like, I don't know if I want to seem like so vulnerable or whatever, but I think just in like the right circumstance, and especially now where I am in my life, that fits perfectly. So, yeah.
I love that you put that in there. And for me, I was like, I feel like everybody should have their own 10 commandments, just to go by them, to look at them, to wake up and be like, okay, let me remind myself of this. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. And this is what's going to keep me right here. These 10 commandments. If you haven't already, go listen to them. And then maybe a little bit of homework. Either you're going to adopt hers, or you're going to make your own 10 commandments. But just remember, don't be a little bitch, be a bad bitch. Okay. No, I really, really love it. I want you to try this.
I'm scared.
I really wish. I'm sad. Do you want to decorate them? You don't have
some
to.
Sprinkles. I saw these sprinkles that I really liked. Rainbow.
Let's open these.
Also for Pride Month.
Yes. Let's put that together. I'm from Long Beach, which is probably like 40 minutes because of traffic away from here. I don't know if these are going to stick. We need to put a little bit of this frosting on there because they're just going to come right off. But we have a huge Pride parade and just festivities, and I really miss that. I miss having mimosas at 7 a.m. and being drunk at the Pride parade, and then going to the festival afterwards with my homie Mauricio, Yesenia, the whole gang. We are all there.
It's probably so much fun.
Okay, we could use the same one that we took with candle lighter. Use that. Do the honors.
Should I do it on all of it or just like a little bit?
Do it. You're keeping this. You're taking both of them.
Oh shoot!
Oh, it's on you. You gotta take care of these.
Getting knocked out. Okay,
I'm just looking at this with like puppy eyes. Like, if I just one, I can't spread that around.
We're doing a bit of like a wave kind of thing.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Very creative.
Works,
What is the best and the worst part about being Alaina Castillo?
Ooh, the best part is like every high that I have and like my confidence, or just a different part where I'm like, when you feel like you go through checkpoints, and you're just like, oh, great, I'm learning, I'm good.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I feel like that for me is very good, because I've kind of started to realize whenever those things happen, and it really helps in my everyday life. So I think that's like the high, and then the low is definitely all of the stuff that I have to learn from and grow from, that I wasn't able to before, but now I'm starting to, and it's really nice having like support around me and my friends and family there to help me through it. So
What has been the biggest challenge for you trying to make your career be or reach this point where you're at in your career? What have been some of those challenges for you?
just knowing who I am, because everybody wants to be like, "Who's Alaina Castillo?"
Who is that girl?
I'm like,
And
I'm
what is
21.
she singing?
Exactly. I just sing. Okay, that's it. I don't know the specifics. The fuck?
I'm just having fun
I'm just
being
out
me.
here for the brownies. Shit.
For these canna buddies, what do you call these? Would you call these weed brownies or canna butter brownies?
I think
What are these?
weed brownies. You
Weed
know.
brownies. Okay. Do you want me to? I'm gonna cut it for you. I just at least want to do something here.
Yes. You know what they look like? They look like
Look at this.
those brownies you can get from the store. You know.
These. Yep. We can start selling these.
Yeah.
We can have a different business here.
Mm-hmm.
A different weed brownie. Let's see. I'm cutting these really big.
scared.
Who am I? Do you want me to do like little squares?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
What is a serving size? How much am I supposed to eat?
I don't know.
What
You
will
wanna
mess
do-
me up? I don't want to.
Oh no.
I'm going to the studio after this.
I had
don't
it
wanna
front.
pass
I
out.
think one should be fine. Listen, I don't know. This is what this lid says. It says that one serving has 3. Wait, no. Per package. Here we go. 10 grams of THC and 1 milligram of CBD per serving. So
Wait, 10 milligrams or? Oh, okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Per serving. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
10 milligrams. Oh, shoot.
I think that's right. One of those. You will be right.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't smoked all week because I've been waiting for this. So.
Oh, she's been saving it up. You know, it's that those memes of like when the edible hits,
Yeah.
there.
Me later.
That's gonna be you.
Yeah.
That's really, really funny because it's like you have one. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't want to grab that for you.
Yay.
Moment of truth.
I dropped it. Ooh, it feels very
Moist.
inside.
Try that. I'm so jealous. I just want to. Can you taste the weed?
But it's not strong. Like
It's
some
not like-
brownies are just too much, but this is not.
Like when you bite into it, you're biting. It's nicely even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, there we have it. We are professionals. Look at us.
Look at
There we
that.
go.
Weed brownies.
I don't want to end this live without acknowledging the people who are on here. Let's say hi to some people. It's a lot of comments. We're going to get to you guys right now. Grachi says, hola.
Hola.
Hola. Little George says, la semana pasada hice brownies de hierba y se me quemaron. Well, Little George, es que le tienes que poner el tiempo bien, o si no se te van a quemar otra vez. Me dolió el alma. También la mía me está doliendo para ti. A nosotros no se nos han quemado. Well, la primera no se me quemó y todavía tenemos otro. Brandon Sosa says, no, pobrecito.
Bro, I have never seen anybody read that like that. I love it.
I don't know why I did that. I swear I haven't had any of the brownies or the canna butter.
Just in the air.
It's just in the air, okay? I'm getting contact high. Bill Russell says, Ayydé, linda. Hola, gracias. Grachi is back, says, que lindas, muchas gracias. Victor Sandoval says, hola, ladies. Y'all look great. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate it. Jason Lewis says, hi. Oh, wait. I don't know how to read. I just had Elena's post on my timeline. I hopped straight to YouTube. Brownies. It's a real fan right there. Luis Tapia has, Alaina Castillo is a beautiful girl. Yes, she is. VMP Baller 23 says, hi. Hola. Alex J. Thompson says, stream Indica. I really wish that I could start playing Parallel Universe, period. But because of copyrights and music licensing, I can't do it because they will bring this video all the way down. And
Sad.
I hope you guys are streaming it right now as you're listening. Alondra says yes. I don't know what she was saying yes to. Let's see. From Chicago for Chicago. Don't forget to hit the like for Ayydé. It really helps her channel grow. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Let's see who else is on here.
Marijuana?
Brooke B says brownies de marijuana. Marijuana. You'll be Mari. I'll be Juana. Juana la cubana. That's a real person, by the way, people. Luis Tapia says looks good. More green, please. Making the danks. If anybody has any questions for Alaina, I'll take some if they're right. Because sometimes y'all be asking crazy questions, and I'm just like, ain't nobody gonna ask that. What's wrong with you? Thank God you're not here asking the questions. Hey, are you gonna eat this or no? Well, Alaina did. She approved, and we don't know if like the edible is gonna hit now, later. But I think you'll be fine. You're gonna let me know. Does it say 1,000 milligrams? I would eat all of that at once.
You're gonna die.
You go straight to your deathbed. Let's see. Yes, pocket locket, rise up. I love it. Is it? Mi favorita is down for you. Ooh, okay. Stop by Date said, Rosa, put some music on though. I wish we could. Me quedo con Make It Rain. You know what I'm seeing a lot, and which reminds me of one last question before I let you go. Will we be hearing you sing in Spanish again? ¿Dónde está el español?
It's coming. That's what
don't pressure me.
We've been in the studio, we've been working and just trying to make it perfect. So it's in the works.
There's so many people here. It's in the works. I love the being able to speak in Spanish and go to English. Like the Spanglish is awesome, but I don't think I could have. First, I can't sing. Secondly, like to be able to do both. Like, does your mind get like when you're in the studio? Do you have to just I'm gonna do all the Spanish ones today and then the English ones, or is it a mix?
I don't really need a break like that whenever we're recording with it, but in the moment, if I'm singing it, I need to like take a step back and be like, wait, how does the verse sound in Spanish versus in like English in this one? So sometimes it's difficult, but it's not too bad at all.
I've always said this, that Spanish music, especially love songs or anything like that, like they're way more romantic and they're just harder on the heart, like in Spanish for whatever reason. Yeah. Like they really hurt. Like, why you gotta sing like that? So poetic. Why you gotta sing like that? That is actually what you are. You're very poetic in your music, and something that I really enjoy, your storytelling and just what you're saying. It's like you're actually saying something. Because a lot of people nowadays are just like, nah, I'm just gonna sing about whatever, say whatever. Why does that matter if it does to you? Like,
I've just always been somebody who will like send a song recommendation and be like, listen to the lyrics, and they'll be like, I don't really listen to the lyrics, and it's just like, why would you do that to me? Come on, like I just relate so deeply to lyrics in every single song. So there's a lot going on in my head that whenever I learned like or started writing songs or just writing in a diary, it was deep. It was deep, so it just carries over to music.
Look at her, shining, superstar, living in a parallel universe.
Always.
Well, part one, and then 2 is coming, and then tour,
and then 4,
and then what else?
And then Spanish.
Oh, and then a lo mejor un poquito de español, pero no se sabe because ella es Mari, yo soy Juana. I don't know what just happened. I'm telling you, I didn't have any brownies. This is just me naturally. Alaina, thank you so much for being here. This was awesome. I'm jealous that I cannot have any of these.
I'm going to have one more after this too, just in case it, like maybe a bigger brownie will hit more. You never know.
She's going to hit me up like, I should have just had the one. Okay. Studio? ¿Qué studio? Why am I going to studio?
I'm like on the beach somewhere, just sitting in the grass.
Like, Alaina, hello, are you okay? You're like, I'm off. I'm in a different universe right now. Leave me alone. Well, thank you guys all for watching. Can you let everybody know where they can stream your music and find you?
Yeah, well, my Instagram is Alaina_Castillo. That's where I'll post my after post-weed picture to see if I'm okay or not. And then all streaming platforms are Alaina Castillo. My TikTok, Alaina Castillo 5. Ooh. Twitter, Alaina Castillo 5 as well. And then I also stream on Twitch at Alaina_Castillo. So
There we go. Make sure you go check out, listen to Parallel Universe Part 1. That way you can be ready for Part 2, and hopefully you can catch her on the tour. Y'all make sure you hit that subscribe button and like, and remember to come back and leave comments afterwards, all right? Bye.
Bye, everybody.
I gotta clean.
Yeah.